Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the That was weird. Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the R56 Mini Cooper S. Guys, I cannot wait to get started with this project, but today in this video I'm going to be going over everything that is wrong with the car and everything that I intend to put right, and really the parts that need some attention. So yeah, do stay tuned. There is quite a few issues with this car, but without further ado, let's get outside and let's get cracking. Okay then, so of course I bought this 2008 R56 Mini Cooper S and I did not pay much money for this thing, but what's wrong with it? Let's find out in this video. Okay, so the bodywork in general is pretty good on this car. It is 13 years old at this point, but there are a few areas on the car that I would quite like to rectify. On the rear quarter here, for example, there is quite a bad scratch that has gone through to the bare metal. I believe it has been treated with a rust inhibitor, but yeah, that's not polishing out, so that is quite a deep scratch there. There is another mark here as well. I'm not too sure what that is, but it kind of feels like it's on top of the paint. I'm not entirely sure though, but if you was to have this fixed, again, this isn't anything too major. It is kind of to be expected on a car of this age, but if you was going to fix that, then of course you'd just do the entire rear quarter. So both of those issues essentially would be fixed together. Now if we have a look on the roof, as you can see, the roof is of course black, so it's painted a different color to the rest of the car. But can you see this in the light? Of course you can see these small flecks of red paint, but can you see the dents? Okay, so we have, I can see 1, 2, 3, at least 3 dents, and of course it's gone through the paintwork. So I believe these roofs are painted the same colour as the body from factory, and they're kind of painted black after to customer requirements or whatever. But yeah, we've gone through the paintwork here, and there's quite a few dents as well. So yeah, that's another issue with regards to the bodywork. If we have a look on the rear bumper, again, not too sure how well you're going to be able to see this, but there is a slight bit of cracking there. I don't know if this has had paintwork in the past at all, or if it's if it's just been reversed into something. There is a slight dent there, so it could be a possibility that this has been reversed into something and it's just cracked the paint. But again, that's something that you would more than likely want to sort out. Nothing major at this point though. Come around here, there's a slight scratch there. Again, I think that's gone through the paintwork. That's pretty much it for this side of the car. The bonnet is kind of looking a bit salmon coloured. It does look like it's faded slightly. If you take a look at the front wing and then the bonnet, as you can see, the bonnet is quite a bit lighter. So I think this has more than likely just faded in the sun. So this could probably do with a good polish up. But apart from that, the bodywork on this car is in pretty good condition. I'm really not going to complain about the bodywork too much. Let's have a look inside as well. And it's pretty much a similar story in here as well. Really not too much going on at the back there. The front seats do have a slight bit of wear in the usual places. It's very, very common. You would expect that on a car of this age. But in general, it's pretty good condition in here. A couple of small stains on the seats, but they'll of course come out. But yeah, everything appears to be in good working order. You could just really just do with a good clean up in here, to be honest. A good detail, probably take the seats out and go through everything at the same time. But yeah, even the steering wheel, that's in very good condition. One thing I have noticed, the window motor in the driver's side door, I think it's a bit lazy. It could possibly do with being replaced. When you put the window up, it goes up quite slow. I'm not going to show you now because it is a bit of a pain to get this window up, so that could possibly need some attention. We'll go ahead and pop the bonnet. Okay, so here's where the fun starts then. So if you guys know your engines, you'll know that this is the BMW N14 engine. It's also used in a range of different Peugeots and Citroens, and yeah, it's known for being one of the most unreliable engines. So it's 175 horsepower, it's a 1.6 turbo petrol engine, and yeah, there's a whole host of common problems with these engines, with them being direct injection. You have the coking issue, they suffer from timing chain failures, head gasket failures, and a whole host of other problems as well. Now, this engine, I believe, does run. I have never ran it myself, but apparently it does run, but not very well. I'm pretty sure this engine is going to need a complete rebuild, so that is the plan with this engine. So I believe the previous owner told me that cylinder number 3, I believe it was cylinder number 3, he believed that the piston ring had gone and it had scored one of the cylinders, which of course is not good. Now, how much damage exactly has occurred, I really don't know. But with these engines suffering from a bunch of problems anyway, like timing chain failures, head gasket failures, and with that issue itself, it's just as well to do a complete engine rebuild on one of these. If I do a complete engine rebuild, I'll know that all the common problems have then been fixed. I know there is a couple of oil leaks as well, but again, they will of course be fixed with a complete engine build. So yeah, I think that is the plan with this. These are known for going pop between 70 and 100,000 miles anyway, and given the fact that this is on 86,000 miles, it is well due for going pop. So yeah, it's right around that mileage where one of these will more than likely be needing a rebuild. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do the full works. Obviously we need to remove the engine, strip it down, and see the extent of the damage first, but we will more than likely be going the whole way with this thing. So then, I don't really need to talk too much about the engine bay. I think what we'll do next is get it hooked up to ISTA-D and see if we have any fault codes. Okay, so we have 30 faults in the fault memory. Good thing is though, we don't have any red modules, which means that they are not communicating with the car, so that's good. Yeah, let's display fault memory. Okay, so yeah, I can see we have quite a few here which are non-existent, which is good. But first one, undervoltage to terminal 30, that is a voltage related one. No message, selector, lever, position, power, window, regulator, driver's door. And then we have one for the passenger door as well, but they are both non-existent. Headlight vertical aim control coil brake, headlight vertical aim control driver fault. And they are both existent, so that could be something we need to look into. Side marker left and right are faulty, but they are non-existent. That could just be from a low voltage. Yeah, looks like quite a few more voltage related ones. Again, most of them non-existent. Trip odometer reset button, non-existent. Road speed signal fault in the CAS. Line fault, steering lock, incorrect signal from engine management. DSC control unit under voltage, brake pad wear sensor, power management, combustion misfires. This is where it's going to get interesting. Okay, so combustion engine, combustion misfire cylinder 2 and cylinder 1. Combustion misfires several cylinders, so those are 3 that are existent apparently. Ignition coil cylinder 1 ignition circuit monitoring.
SZ out under voltage, and then yeah, a couple more voltage related ones. Okay, so I guess what we should do is just delete the fault memory and then see what comes back. Okay, so we just have one fault in the fault memory apparently. Let's see what that is. Headlight vertical aim control coil brake. So yeah, it appears we do have some sort of problem with that, but I'm really not too concerned with that, to be honest. Okay, so I have went ahead and put the battery on charge. Of course, this car is just going to be sat here for the foreseeable future. Need to take the engine out and all the rest of it, so to save the battery, I'm just going to put it on charge every week or so, just to keep it top.
Okay then guys, so there we go, that is the R56 Mini Cooper S. As you saw, we do have quite a few issues, and probably some expensive issues. You know, the fact that we're pretty much going to have to do a full engine rebuild, we know that's not going to be cheap. We're talking thousands, not just a few £100s. But of course we're going to be doing everything right, so everything that needs replacing or everything that could possibly be replaced, we are going to be replacing. So I think what we'll more than likely do is strip down the front end of the car, you know, remove the bumper, the radiator pack, the crash bar and all the rest of it, just so we can gain good access to the engine itself. Then we'll take it out more than likely along with the gearbox, and then we'll completely strip everything down and then make a list of the parts that we're going to need. You know, are we going to need a new block? I don't know yet, but yeah, it's definitely going to be a big learning experience for myself. Like I said, I can't wait to get started. But yeah, once we have the engine then rebuilt, I'll more than likely put it back in the car, get the thing running, and then we'll go over some of the other issues on the car as well, like the paintwork imperfections and things like that. But yeah, that's going to be a whole lot later down the line. Of course, we need to focus on getting the engine out of the car first, and then, you know, finding out what the issue actually was. But yeah guys, let me know, are you excited for this project? Hopefully you are, and yeah, it's definitely not going to be something that we're going to get done in the short term. But yeah, hopefully you guys have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I'll see you all in that next one. Peace.